Welcome to another edition of Under the Lights, the podcast, Shawsheen Tech edition. The Tech is now 7-0. They are continuing to roll. Incredible win against conference rival, against Greater Lawrence Tech, who was at the time ranked 7th on Friday. It was a resounding win, 42-20. Joined tonight by four seniors, Jake, Jack, Ian, and Aidan. I get that right?
Yeah.
Wow. With my ADHD, that never happens. So I should go play the lottery tonight. Guys, how are you guys feeling? You're 7-0. You're heading into the final game of the regular season. Just what are the feelings?
It's been a journey from freshman to now. It's been a long run, and we're just glad to be playing and glad to be winning and doing amazing.
It's a good feeling. Definitely, it's a good feeling.
I just think, at this point in the season, it's you probably know. I'm not on the field a ton, but special teams, I'm just doing your job. You're just sticking to it, doing your job, helping out the team however you can.
Yeah, trying to just help out wherever you can. Even if you don't get on the field a ton, you can just help out. If something needs to be done here, do that,
So I wanted to ask about that because I know that you guys aren't like the Stars. You don't get a ton of playing time. But, great teams need to have great practices. And I've never been on a team that has great practices that doesn't have great practice players. That's just – I've played at the high school level, the college level, after college. And, I think it says something. It's something that I continually hear is that your guys' practices, scout team's fantastic. Special teams, I'm shocked at how good the special teams are because normally I think – a lot of high school teams, the majority of high school teams, especially public school teams, special teams is either they're putting in a bunch of bench guys to get their starters a breather, but you never know what's going to happen. Any kickoff could get broken. Yeah. Or they're we don't want to give up a big play, so we got to have our starters out there on special teams too, and then everybody's gassed all the time. And you guys have a special teams unit that not only has had 2 kick return touchdowns, a bunch of big returns, but I have not seen a single big return against you guys all year long, which is pretty amazing. Your coverage is the best coverage literally the best coverage I've ever seen in a high school team on special teams. And I feel like that all starts from practice. So, what would you guys say about your roles? And, it is not easy for seniors to embrace a role of, I got to show up, I got to practice hard, I got to have a great attitude, and I might not get rewarded with a lot of, playing time on Friday night. Just what would each of you guys say about the mentality and the role?
I feel as seniors, even if you're not a starter, you still have a big role to fill. We had amazing seniors when we all started playing on JV and varsity. We had amazing seniors when we were juniors. We had a lot of shoes to fill, and I feel like as a trade school playing football, we kind of have something more to prove to other people because it's just a reputation that comes with trade schools that they like to work. It's not all about sports. No, for Shawsheen, we're all about sports.
Yeah, it's 100% true. Everyone's big on the sports at Shawsheen. So just every day go into that locker room and think, I got to do something big today. I got to help out the guys. I got to make sure they're ready for Friday. Or this week it's Thursday. It's just whatever I can do to make it happen. As much as I can do.
You have to have a good work ethic to, keep going back every day. And just, even if you aren't going to get playing time, you just keep doing what you have to do and just keep fulfilling your responsibilities. And, it does contribute. It helps with, wins and, scout team and all that stuff.
What I'll say is just preparation is huge for us. So, I'll take pride in it that I think I'm a huge part in preparation and that I'll help out the guys with the starting O, starting D, and I'll help them out with a good scout and getting them ready, just having a good time, helping them out, having them run through the plays if they need to do something, just help them out, and that's how you can succeed.
Did any of you guys have any thoughts? You're going into your senior year of I don't see a lot of playing time on the wall, in the scorecard in my future. maybe I don't want to get beat up every day to then be, not getting like the highlights and prime time. Did any of you think about doing something else other than football as a senior?
I mean, I've played football my whole life, and I mean, everyone says it every year, like seniors who don't play much. Oh, I'm not gonna play, but everyone knows. Like, I never really said it just because I knew I was gonna play, and I wanted to play like hard. I also want to hang out with my boys, and it's like it's a camaraderie. It's your family. It's like you can't drop something just so quick like that, and I also love the physical and the lifting. Like, I'm just making myself a better athlete for the next level, and that's what it's about for me.
Anything you do in life it's always going to be hard. Nothing worth doing ever comes easy, and everyone has doubts about, like Jack said, I'm not going to play much. Let me go focus on the sport I'm really good at, I'm really big into. But like Jack said, it's a huge family deal, and you can't just you've pushed yourself to go 3 years, might as well finish with your fourth. And especially in a family setting and pushing yourself, a Shawsheen practice isn't easy. I'll be the first to admit that. It's not an easy practice, and it helps you for anything in life because nothing's easy.
I mean, yeah, it's my first year of football, so I've always wanted to be on the team. And going in my senior year, it was just like, why not, go again? And it's definitely, something that I've wanted for a while, and for it to be, finally a thing. I mean, there have definitely been times where I'm like, this is tough, but this is what I wanted to do for a while. So, I mean, just happy to be there.
Yeah, I mean, especially as like a senior, and like, you hear it, oh, you're not gonna play, you can't play JV, and like, it's a lot, but like, you just try to get through it,
Ian, this is your first year?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is your first year playing football at the Tech period?
Playing football, yeah.
How did that come about this year?
Well, I mean, I was involved with the team last year, and I just went to the lifts over the summer, got stronger, got in the weight room with the guys, built some bonds, and just kind of went,
Did you try out last year for the team? Or?
Yeah, I did, and I kind of got injured, so I couldn't really do a lot during the summer. So
how did it feel when you found out you made the team this year?
It was kind of like a slow realization, where it was like, well, they haven't talked to me yet, so I think I'm on the team. And then school started, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I made it. Got my jersey, and I was like, well, this is awesome.
As an aside, senior day happened 2 weeks ago. Another big win there. It's been pretty much big wins all year. What were the feelings you guys had on senior day? And also, does Jack have the most epic senior day photo that you guys have seen out there?
Come on. You know it.
That was pretty awesome to see him pose for that picture.
The Heisman pose is awesome.
Yeah.
He's never been shy of doing a funny pose for a good photo.
This is probably the least shy guy you'll ever meet.
I want to get the head of your picture, because it was a big hit of us using Nate's as the microphone when we didn't bring our mic, and we're like, we need to bring that back. So I don't know if anyone out there makes those blow up heads, but
that was pretty much all Mrs. Maroney and Mrs. Bennett and the team moms. They all take care of that type of stuff.
We can arrange something.
I'll reach out to them about that. So obviously a lot of season ahead, but Friday's the last, or is it it's Thursday this week?
Thursday. We got changed.
Halloween.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say so. The Thursday we're gonna have to change around our scheduling here, because last I knew it was a Friday game, so we're gonna have to. But what are the feelings around last regular season game, of high school for football?
So, like you just mentioned, like senior night, it's kind of where it all starts. Like, it definitely was like, I definitely wanted to be in the moment, but when you like think deep about it, it's like you can get emotional about it. It's like some of those guys you're never really gonna see, and those are your boys, and you played 4 years with them, and you love the coaches, love the game, So it's tough. And then for the last regular season game, it's gonna be like, geez, last like 3 or 4 games right here are gonna have to be all out. And it's crazy. It's gonna be my last 3 or 4 games of football.
Last regular season game was, and probably will be, the hardest game for all seniors, but I think my senior night was my hardest game. It was my first time my grandma had ever gone to see me play, so that was a really special night for me.
Yeah, that was senior night was the first time, my sister got to see me on the field. That was a very special moment at the end of the game.
Jake, I want to ask you something, because at the games, when the team is kind of doing the final, I don't want to call it a walkthrough, but when they're right before going into the locker room, when they're going through the plays, there's a line of guys dividing you guys from the other side. You're the guy who makes a lot of noise. You're yelling like, "Give me 2." How did that role come about? How did you become that guy?
It's been a tradition that the senior does it. A good family friend of mine, Trent Wedge, did it all last year. And I don't know, I kind of took inspiration from Mello and him, and a lot of guys are just like, oh, I'll let someone else do it. I'd rather just step up, take care of it. I know I can be loud. I know I can take care of that. That's like Largy said, just helping out where you need it. And I don't know, I did it for JV. Me and Ryan used to do it for JV, and I let Ryan do it the first game, and then I took over because he wasn't. No one was doing it with him, so I took over.
Do you guys have a favorite moment so far of the season, each of you? It could be a big moment, it could be a small moment, anything. Do you have a favorite moment? I'd love to hear them.
Yeah. I mean, it was when it was on senior night when I ran out late on the play, and I just heard the announcer on WCTV. He was like, number 51, Aidan Largenton, running out there making a play, because I almost ran straight up the gap. It was pretty cool. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'd have to say, or either like in the second game when they first threw me out onto the field, like on senior night when they told me to go out at defensive end, when it was just 11 seniors out there on the field, on defense. I thought that was pretty special. Some of the guys that I go to class with, we're just all working pound one guy.
I mean, I'll take something aside from football. I definitely think the pasta parties are my favorite. Just I can't think of any in particular, but that's like hanging out outside of football. That's probably my favorite with the boys.
I don't play a lot, and everyone loves a good pasta party, but I'm gonna have to say, hearing Nate Mello sing one last time, coming back, and I'm gonna do the national anthem. It's real special hearing him sing, because he did it a lot for us, and it's not the same without his voice singing that national anthem. It's a little off without him doing it.
Yeah, it's not as
Special.
Doesn't get to you. Just the instrumental. Just hearing him sing with that beautiful voice he has, it really gets to you sometimes.
So I know that we're sort of there's only a few games left, and the playoffs is like a different animal. But if you guys had to vote on one guy that has not gotten into the end zone yet this year that you think might, if it's not one of the usual suspects, who do you feel like would have the best chance of it being?
Cristiano.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cristiano's been looking and seeking for a pick, and we're going to have him. He's a big role in our offense, and he's a big role in defense, and I'd love to see him just get a nice, clean, just at the 30, run in for a 60-yard pick. He's one of the hardest working kids you'll ever meet. He's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, but he will 100% outwork you as a sophomore.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids that quit, and I can confidently say he'd outwork a lot of the kids on our team.
I'm gonna have to shout out my boy,
Yeah.
Quentin Carbone. He's got to get in the end zone. He was kind of saying about hard work. Kid has work ethic, and you got to give it to him. And I just feel like it's bound to happen. He's slowly receptions has been going up, and I think he's sneaky too. Like a lot of people won't film for him. He'll get like a nice out route, and I think he'll get in the touchdown. That's what I hope.
I think I'll think with a special teams guy right here, Hattie Sabay. I don't think he's gotten one yet.
No, I keep expecting him to pop one.
Yeah,
like he's so
return
fast.
one to the house, yeah. Dude, that kid's got wheels on him. I'm surprised they.
It's so
can
funny to
catch
me
up him.
that Cam's gotten the two so
Yeah.
far, and not that he's a slouch, but Hattie's definitely I think the fastest guy out there.
He is.
Yeah,
Probably
he's
the
one
fastest
of
guy on
the
the team.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe one of the D linemen. Maybe it's their time to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's
I
always
was thinking
fun
Nate
seeing
Mallandane.
Maybe Nate.
That would be
I was
amazing.
thinking Nate. I was
Nate.
thinking Nate.
That was my next
Landon, one of the
choice.
ends.
That would be
Love to see
amazing.
Volgard run with him.
Volgard, yeah, that would be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's always fun seeing a lineman run in. I remember Austin Kavanaugh on Thanksgiving game a couple years ago. Someone dropped it, he scooped it, and he ran for it with it. And it's always fun seeing a lineman score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So with no Halloween game now, apparently, does anyone still get dressed up for Halloween? Is anyone doing that?
I mean, high school
Yeah.
parties. I guess you got it, right? You got it, right? You just gotta have a good time with it.
So what if I had to ask you guys each favorite Halloween costume ever from when you were kids or whatever? What would each of your choices be?
I was a Ghostbuster one year, and I was wicked into the Ghostbusters, and my dad went into his old attic. He found the 1980s Proton Pack 2 with his costume, and I got to wear that. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I was like 3 or 4, and walking around, I was like, remember just being a Ghostbuster.
That's awesome.
God, I can't think of any. Put me on the spot like this.
I think I said it last time too. I'll go Freddy Krueger and Kiss. I was. I think I was. My brother was Starface. I was the cat, or vice versa. But yeah, one of those costumes. We really go all out when we were younger. So.
Yeah, I think I was I think my most creative one was when I was like really little, when I was a firefighter. But I had like my own custom jacket with my last name on it. That was pretty cool. But I never really dressed up as a kid.
Yeah. I think the only one that's coming to mind right now was when I was like 5 and I was a ninja. That's pretty cool.
I wasn't like them. I was a store-bought kid. I went to Spirit Halloween. My mom gave me a $30 balance. Pick wherever you want. Not over $30. That was my costume.
Both my kids are really into dinosaurs. My 4-year-old's like obsessed with them. We've watched every Jurassic Park and Jurassic World like 75 times this year. We're like, we've got my wife like this close, so I'm trying to like push her a little bit more to just convince her to wear one of the T-Rex suits that you're in that fully inflates.
Yep.
Which I think would be
Oh,
the
yeah.
funniest thing in the world if she was just
Yeah.
walking around in that. Like she's like this close to saying yes to it. So like we're all trying to just nudge her a little bit to do that. But guys, I really appreciate you guys coming in. We appreciate all the access all year. I think Nico, our guy, is going to be at practice tomorrow asking some Halloween-related questions. So
Nice.
hopefully you guys will point him in the right direction of who to ask, and maybe some guys will be willing to answer his questions and not be too rough on him there. So
Yeah.
Definitely ask James.
yeah.
Yeah, James or Jake. After a group OS, Jake.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it, and good luck Thursday. And we'll be covering a lot more football. So we're excited about it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.